Welcome everyone, and I'm so happy to see you here. If you're here live, well, good for you. If you're not here live and on the replay, good for you too, because today you're going to hear about Sue's very successful coaching journey. And actually, before I go on and tell you a little bit more about Sue, I want you to picture who you have in your life right now that might feel, interested into learning more about Sue's journey or about like having a coaching business and living your purpose. So tag their names below. And if you're one of these people, raise your hand and say, hello, I'm living my purpose too. All right. So Sue Lewington Bide, she's a mental fitness coach. And I will let her tell you more about what she does. But I feel that since we started working together, I was so grateful to witness her growth journey and her coaching business journey that I felt the urge of you knowing more about it and her sharing her story, because when you hear about others doing it, you actually start to believe that it might be possible for you too. So Sue, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm glad to be here.
All right. So tell us more about what you do, because I just said you're a mental fitness coach and people might be wondering, like, what are you doing specifically? So tell us more.
Well, specifically, you're quite right. I help parents who have children with mental health issues get their lives back. That sounds very bland and wide, but parents are often the ones who are left out because children who have mental health issues need a lot of work, and parents just get on with it and they don't think about their own mental health, which suffers quite a lot as a result because they don't know what they're doing, and they don't think they need any help, but at the end of the day they wear themselves out. Because I know what it's like. My daughter was anorexic, and you don't know what you're doing when you're faced with problems like that. And all of a sudden, you realize that all your energy is being put into your child and not you, and that creates a breakdown between you two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And what I love about what you said is that actually self-care is an important thing, and not only self-care like physically, but also like mentally. And would you say that this is what happened, like the story that you have with your daughter that really inspired you into doing that and helping other parents dealing with it?
That was my initial inspiration, yes, to be honest, because I felt that I had to find out why she was doing this. It didn't relate with me. It didn't sit well. That I couldn't understand why anybody would want to starve themselves or harm themselves in any way, which a lot of children do as well. So I took it upon myself to learn about how the brain works and studied NLP and EFT, and also became a hypnotherapist. And realized that she didn't really know either, that in fact it was another voice talking to her that had to be quelled, basically. But by learning all about it, I found out that I actually had quite a natural ability with it and was able to communicate it to other people. So that's what sold me into becoming a coach as well.
And do you feel like, because with everything that had happened, the last year with the many lockdowns, with the pandemic and all that stuff, do you feel that it's even more important for people to talk about mental health, but especially like those parents that you're helping with their kids?
Much more, because parents, even if you've just got normal children, supposedly, nobody is normal either, to be honest. But it's difficult being a parent. You're thrown into something that you don't really know what you're doing anyway, and you wing it for the whole of your life. COVID really hasn't helped at all, because you're then stuck. You can't get away. You can't find time to yourself. You can't relax, and you're having to deal with whatever problem constantly without giving yourself any time whatsoever, and without thinking that you need help, or that you need or that there's somebody there who can just listen and guide you into how to think about your own thoughts, so that you can relax and build up your self-confidence again, because you lose your self-confidence when you don't think you're in control.
And probably like all of that, when you take care of this, well, not only it helps the person who's taking care of herself, of himself, but it also helps their kids.
Most definitely, because energy creates, excuse me, like energy. So if you're feeding off of the negative energy that is coming from your children, then it's the negative energy that stays. But if you can create positive energy, it will actually calm them, and your communication with them will also improve dramatically.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's go back, Sue, to actually how we met. I think it was like last summer, wasn't it? In the summer or spring?
Spring, I would say. Yes, it's more or less a year ago. I think.
So I'm curious to hear, because I know that you have had started like a coaching business prior to started working with me, not necessarily in that area of expertise. What made you decide that, okay, it was time for you to do something about it, and I was maybe the right person to help you with it?
Well, I was introduced to you, I think, by a friend of mine, who knew that I was looking into coaching, and I was looking into coaching just as the whole diverse opportunity. And I got into your 3-day challenge, and I absolutely loved it. It just suited me. I understood exactly everything that you said, whereas I've tried, countless people before, where they tell you things and you think, oh yeah, okay, but with you, for some reason, it resonated much better. And you also had a little bit of a challenge going on in the challenge as to people who would get a prize, and I thought, well, I'm going to have a bit of that. So I made the effort to communicate everything that I was doing and moving forward with. So that's that's how we met, because I made sure that you noticed me, I think.
Yeah, and I like that we remind ourselves that, because I had forgotten that you were actually showing up quite a lot in that group. And that one of your prior problems was actually to show up and make people know that you exist and that you have, something to offer.
Well, that's right, actually. I think that there was obviously something in you that made me do that. I don't know what it was, but I'm very grateful.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm actually glad that if meeting you was a trigger, like to make you go out there, then I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And before I continue, I want to say Bissy says, hi, ladies. Hi, Bissy. Thank you for watching and listening to us. So, okay, I want to know now, because, like when people get started with their coaching business or any type of business, of course, sometimes they have the foot on the brake pedal, because it's scary. It's something that you don't, you're still new to business, but you have all your knowledge, of course, that you can monetize, but you're still new to business. So considering that state you were at when you got started and when you are today, what do you feel have been like the 3 major shifts that happened in you or in your life or in your business that you're like, okay, I'm a totally different person today?
Well, yes. I mean, I can safely say when I first started, I don't consider myself an introvert, but I'm not very good at putting myself out there. When I do, I'm fine. But so that has taken me a long time to get through. I've had to work on myself a lot for that, to actually put myself forward. and you've helped me a lot with that, because you've seen the problems that I've had, and so you've encouraged me all along the way. And as a result, I'm moving forward faster and faster. You've kind of you've given me direction. When I first started, actually, I didn't have direction. I just knew I thought I'd wanted to be a coach, which is far too broad, and you can't just do that. So you helped me niche down completely. And the whole reason I went into it was because I wanted to help parents in the first place. Because obviously I understand how they feel, and therefore you allowed me to realize that that's exactly where I should be going. And also another thing in particular is that you made me realize to concentrate on one thing at a time. Because there are so many things out there that say, do this, do that, you know, and I was very good at going for all of it. But now I know that every day I just have to do one thing and do that one thing properly, and then you move forward. So that's exactly.
You said something about, yes, I mean, first of all, niching down and getting that clarity. And I feel that this is where a lot of people, when they get started into their coaching business, you know, we all are here doing this. Well, I know that me and my clients are. I don't know about like all the rest of the coaches, but I know we're here because it's our purpose, and we feel that we're dedicated into doing this. It's more than earning money. It's like our spiritual calling. Like, you know, we were brought on this earth to do it. And so I feel that sometimes, because we so want to help people, some coaches, when they get started, they want to help everyone. Right? Yes. They're like, oh, I'm great at this, I'm great at that. I mean, I might help my neighbor, I can help my coworker, I can help my cousin, I can help anyone. But the thing is that, you know, when you do that, you spread yourself too thin, and you might become exhausted and thinking it's not working. But the problem is that, you know, your messaging can't be focused or targeted to the same type of people that you're specialized in helping. So yes, I mean, when you describe what you do, it's clear that you work with parents and you help them with their mental health, because they're dealing with kids with mental health issues. And that, I mean, it makes you a specialist and an expert in that field. And it doesn't mean for anyone listening who wants to be a coach, to become a coach, it doesn't mean that no other people are going to reach out to you, because I know that other people have, right? That are not necessarily parents with mental health kids, but they still reach out to you because, I mean, they feel related to you or something like that. And you still can help them, even if you niche down that messaging. So it's not because you focus your energy into one niche that it's going to actually limit you from serving the people that you want to serve. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. And, oh, we have plenty of comments here that I wasn't aware of. So Missy said, I'm not surprised Fabienne triggered that higher part of you to come out and play. For me, that's that confirmation that we are assigned to people to work with. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's like more than logic, right? Sometimes it's just a feeling, and so agree. Chantel says, hello. Hi, Chantel. Alpha says, I'm loving it. Yes, Alpha. And look at Alpha, who changed his title on his LinkedIn profile.
Oh, yes.
Love it, Alpha. Okay, Elle, you need to see this. And Chantel says, yes, can't please or speak to everyone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so I love where this conversation is going, because I feel that it's going to serve a lot of people that might feel confused. And you said also something about the fact that, you know, you can't do everything. No. And the online world is so conflicting because of that, right? A lot of people are saying, well, do this because that's the strategy you need to apply, or build that complex funnel, because if you don't have that, then you can't make money out of your business. And what I love to focus on is simplicity. I make it simple, and I make you focus on one, maximum two things to get the maximum results possible and to be consistent into doing it. Because there's
Right.
nothing worse with starting your coaching business and then realizing that you have this list of 12 things to do and you don't have time. Because let's say if you still have a job, I know that you are a full-time coach, but some people, if they still have a job and then they're trying to find time to do all those 12 things. So I make you focus on one or two things max, and I want you to get results out of that. So thank you for sharing that. And Chantel is saying, yes, can't plead or speak. Oh, I put that earlier. Sorry. Agreed, Bissy. Our people are coded to us. Oh, I love the way she says that. Chantel, that's beautiful. Our people are coded to us. Absolutely. I love that. I might repeat it and quote you, Chantel.
I agree with that. That's superb.
All right. Let's talk about the value, because I know and I remember that it was a challenge at the beginning when you were starting out. Like how much you would charge people, or would people pay you for what you're doing and all that stuff.
Yes.
So take us through the mindset shift journey about how you packaged your knowledge and how you are able now to charge your clients confidently. So take us through that process.
Well, I think when you first start out, you don't have any confidence in yourself because you don't think you're worth it. So you assume that you're not giving the value. But as you carry on, you realize that actually you're full of it. So you can actually charge for it, if that makes any sense. Because being a coach, you have so much to give out and you can't help it because, well, for me, I just love talking about it and I love being able to help people. And there's nothing more fulfilling. And so when you know that you're helping people, you actually end up subconsciously giving out more than anything you charge. So that, with that in mind, you realize that it doesn't matter what you charge, because if you're giving the value, therefore the price shouldn't matter.
And also the fact that people are looking for a life change.
Yes. And if you can transform somebody's life, what's that worth?
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the way you say it, like you realize that you're full of potential, like you're full of knowledge and you have that capacity and that power to change and impact other people's lives. And I feel that this is what a lot of people don't understand and don't own into their knowledge or into their gifts that they can share with the world, because they're like, who's going to pay me for that? Or, it comes so natural to me. Why should I be paid for it? Right?
Yes, that's right. And also you feel that you should be giving it away as well, because the people that you want to help, you just want to help them. But, you can't do that. But on the other hand, what you're giving is worth the money. So don't worry about how much you're charging.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the way you say it also. People will invest into it because they really want to get rid of that problem, or they really want to find a solution. And I feel that sometimes it's the inner talk that the coach is having, with their thoughts,
yes,
that is preventing
right.
them to actually, become wealthy or make money out of their coaching business and stuff like that. Because we all have that life to live too. I mean, we have bills to pay, we have dreams, yes. We have, people we want to help, we want to give gifts, we want to spoil our loved ones and all that stuff. So yes, coaches, they have to make a living too, and more than that. That's what I feel. So Alpha is saying, we are coached because we are designed to change the world. Love it, Sue. And the important part is that you are helping your clients. So awesome, Sue. And I suspect that this is Rassi, because she always comes up as a LinkedIn user. I love your emphasis on helping. Yeah, absolutely. So Rassi, I know this is you. So say hello if this is you. But I suspect it's Rassi. Yeah. All right. Let me see. How, like, we discussed that on one of our latest mastermind calls, and it's about, how your journey through coaching has not only changed, like, how you can help people, or focusing on, that specific market that you're helping, or bringing more clients to your business, but it also had an impact on other areas of your life. It's funny how some people feel that, they invest into coaching, and when they get a strategy and, I apply this, I make money with my business, and then that's it. But tell us about, like, what are the overall changes that are happening in your life because you decided to take that coaching journey?
Well, it's mainly mental. Because I work on myself every single day, and I think it doesn't matter how good you get, the journey is always there, because you can always learn more, and you're always going to be faced with challenges, some more than most, in my opinion. I've been through a lot, but I'm coming out the other side. But I think that happens all the time. I don't think that journey ever finishes. And so I'm actually eternally grateful to have started the coaching journey, and have to work on myself all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because by working on yourself, it empowers you to be able to help others more.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, it makes you walk the talk.
Yes.
Because, like, I feel it would be a nonsense, for someone to want to be able to have others pay them, but themselves not doing the work to improve themselves, or improve their lives, or improve their businesses.
Right. Everybody has to. You can't help somebody else with their mindset if yours is in the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
or they all become in the wrong place because of you. Like,
well, that's right. Yes, I mean that could possibly happen.
Oops.
Yeah, you're in control there.
Oh my God. Okay, I want you to talk just a little about, because we've been working together for a while, and now you're also in my mastermind group, the Coaching Empire Elite. And I want you to say a few words on how it feels for you to be part of a group of entrepreneurs, compared to, working on your own, on your business.
Oh, well, goodness. The mastermind has done wonders for me, because one thing when I started in the 3-day challenge was that I assumed that everything I did was just on my own, and I was the one who was working on this. But actually, when you get support, it changes everything. Because first of all, you have somebody to be accountable to, but also you meet other people who think like you and who are going through the same struggles, and you work together and build together, and you can't fault that. It's second to none.
And I like to say that when you're part of a group, like, all your strength are, together. So if you are, let's say, if you're having a challenge with this thing and another member is strong at this thing, then of course they can offer their support.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think everybody supports, we all support each other, and it's wonderful. And
when you choose the right group for you, I feel that it creates, like, long-lasting relationships for sure.
Absolutely. I feel as if, whenever we meet up, I just think, oh, good, I'm meeting up with my friends. Yeah. Which is fabulous. And then you can just talk about the week you've had and how you're getting on, and you're not alone.
Yeah. I can't wait to have that live event too. Oh my God. We finally meet live, all of us.
That's right. I know. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, Alpha is still watching, and he says, "I agree on working on yourself every day because it empowers you." Love it too. Awesome,
Absolutely.
awesome. So, I just wanted to make an invitation to people listening because you've been talking about, how you got in touch with my work and how like it helped you start your coaching business journey. So I want to announce that on March 29th until the 31st, I'm doing a 3-day live mini course, and it's about finding your most lucrative coaching niche. So making sure that you target that exact segment of the market where there's a need and a want for your business services, and that you can get started there with clarity. So to join that 3-day live course, you have to go at go.fabienneraphael.com/challenge. You sign up and you'll be directed to our private Facebook community, and you will be all set to get started on the 29th. Okay, so Sue, before you go there, I want you to tell, like, if you have any words of wisdom that you want to leave people with. Maybe someone who's thinking about starting and who's like wondering if they should go for it or not.
I would say don't hesitate, because your teachings have given me direction. You know about marketing and you know about mindset, and even when people are looking at going into business, they don't think they need the mindset, but they do, as we've discussed. And so you've got the whole package and you make it easy. And so, and also finding your niche. I didn't think, I came in quite arrogantly because I thought, well, I'm a coach and hypnotherapist, I know what I'm doing. And but you made me realize that I had to find my niche, and I have, and I'm really happy with what I've got.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because I don't think that this is where you came up with. That's not the niche that you had in mind when you
No,
came
it wasn't.
in.
I was wanting to help the unemployed. It wouldn't have got me very far money wise, but
Yeah, so true. I'm so glad, and I'm so grateful that you accepted to share your journey. And because like this series, I called it the Impact Series, because I wanted to, show people the possibilities. Like some people might feel that they're stuck, but seriously, we all have that power to make those important decisions, and these could really shape like the rest of our lives.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for being with us today, Sue. And before we go, I wanted to say, I don't know if anyone agrees with me listening to you, but as someone who's helping people with their mindset, you have a very soothing voice, like a very comforting voice. So I don't know if anyone agrees with me. You leave it in the comments and give Sue some love, because like she knows what she's doing and she's helping others and impacting people's lives. So thank you for being with us. And
very much indeed.
Yes, and for the rest of you, I'll see you later. Check my feed. I'll let you know when I go live again. Okay? Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.